if you're thinking about grabbing the Lenovo LOQ 15IRX10 because of its flashy specs and gaming promises. Hold on. There's more to this story than just the numbers. Today, I'm diving deep into why this laptop might not be the powerhouse you expect. And trust me, it's not what I initially thought. But here's what surprised me. The Lenovo LOQ looks like a beast on paper, with its 13th Gen Intel Core i7 processor and beefy NVIDIA RTX 5050 graphics. Yet some major issues might slow you down whether you're gaming or working. So stick around because I'll reveal the hidden problems that even Amazon reviews don't highlight but could make you rethink your purchase. By the end, you'll know exactly if this laptop deserves a spot on your desk or if it's better left on the shelf. Let's jump in. First off, let's talk specs. The Lenovo LOQ 15IRX10 boasts a 15.6-inch Full HD display running at a fast 144 Hz refresh rate. Sounds promising, especially for gamers craving smoother visuals and reduced motion blur. Coupled with a 13th Gen Intel Core i7 to 13650HX, this laptop aims to deliver desktop-level performance with 14 cores and 20 threads. RAM is generous too, upgraded to 24 GB DDR5 at lightning-fast 4800 MHz speeds. Storage isn't lacking either, offering a speedy 1 TB NVMe SSD to house all your games and files. The RTX 5050 8GB GDDR6 graphics card rounds out a package that's purpose-built for gaming and demanding tasks. Plus, the full-size backlit keyboard with a numpad sounds perfect for both gamers and content creators who need that extra functionality in low-light environments. So far, it's all good news. But let's dig deeper because Lenovo's LOQ isn't without its quirks. Despite the impressive hardware, many users, including myself during testing, encounter real-world issues that overshadow the specs. To start, the battery life is somewhat disappointing, clocking in at up to just 6 hours under average usage, which is ambitious at best considering gaming laptops usually struggle with endurance. Plus, the laptop weighs over 5 pounds, making it a handful if you're frequently on the move. Imagine carrying this thing around while it screams, "I'm serious about gaming," but quietly drains your energy and battery faster than you load your favorite FPS game. And here's a joke for you. Why don't laptops ever get tired? Because they always have a reboot. But sadly, the Lenovo LOQ might still leave you searching for a power outlet mid-session. Now, one critical frustration is the thermal management system. The laptop's impressive specs generate a lot of heat, but Lenovo's cooling solution doesn't quite keep up during extended gaming or heavy workloads. This can result in thermal throttling, meaning the CPU and GPU reduce their speed to avoid overheating, which directly impacts performance when you need it most. The lock also tends to get noisy under load, with fans ramping up louder than your average multiplayer lobby voice chat. Annoying, to say the least. This is a big problem if you're someone who expects consistent high frame rates without interruptions. So if buttery smooth gameplay is your goal, you might find yourself battling the laptop's heat more than your in-game enemies. Here's a little pun to lighten the mood. Why did the laptop go to therapy? Because it had too many issues heating up its core. Another point that caught my eye, and many users online, is the display quality, despite its specs. The Lenovo LOQ's 15.6 FHD panel offers 100% sRGB and 300 nits of brightness, which sounds perfect for gaming and content creation. But in practice, the screen delivers only average vibrancy and can struggle under direct lighting conditions due to its anti-glare coating. Gamers who love bright and vivid visuals might find the experience underwhelming compared to competitors in the same price range. Moreover, the G-Sync support is there, which should theoretically reduce screen tearing, yet performance inconsistencies sometimes undermine this benefit. This leaves you asking, why settle for good enough when better displays exist for just a bit more? Here's a joke to share with your friends. What do gamers say when their screen lags? Lag-titude problems. But on the Lenovo LOQ, you might just clock in a few of those yourself. Yet, it's not all doom and gloom. The Lenovo LOQ does offer perks, particularly for users who need raw power combined with a relatively affordable price tag compared to ultra-premium gaming laptops. The Windows 11 Pro operating system provides robust functionality and security for both gamers and professionals. The connectivity options are solid too, featuring USB-C with power delivery and DisplayPort support, plus multiple USB-A ports, HDMI 2.1, and RJ45 Ethernet for fast, reliable wired connections. That's a lot of versatility for hooking up monitors, peripherals, and network setups, making this laptop a great workhorse for multitaskers and hybrid users who switch between gaming and productivity. Also, shout out to the included MST 32GB USB drive, a nice touch for transfers or backups. And while the keyboard isn't mechanical, its full backlit layout and numpad are comfortable and responsive for typing marathons or gaming nights. Still, who exactly is this Lenovo LOQ 15IRX10 for? If you are a gamer or content creator looking for a reasonably priced gaming rig that can handle most AAA titles with decent graphics settings, you might consider it, with caveats. It's best suited for those who don't mind occasionally tweaking cooling or display settings, and who can live with moderate battery life. If portability is critical, or you expect top-tier performance under sustained heavy workloads, especially in a quiet environment, you may want to keep looking. The LOQ offers a fine mid-level experience, but doesn't quite reach the enthusiast-grade status some competitors hit. And remember, sometimes budget gaming laptops can feel like buying a pizza with extra toppings, but getting the crust burnt. Looks good but leaves you hungry for more. Speaking of pizza, why did the gamer order extra toppings? Because he wanted to level up his slice. But with the Lenovo LOQ, you might feel like the pizza's just missing that one key ingredient. Another indispensable factor is customer service and support. MSD Technologies, responsible for the customized upgrades on the LOQ, sometimes opens the factory box for these changes, meaning you're technically buying a modified product that's been resealed after hardware tweaks. While MSD states the laptops are professionally tested, this might raise warranty and service concerns for some buyers who prefer factory-sealed units directly from Lenovo. Some Amazon reviews mention occasional hiccups with after-sales support and delayed service for hardware issues. This is important to consider if you're not tech-savvy enough for DIY fixes or troubleshooting. So ask yourself, are you ready to be your own IT department or prefer hassle-free manufacturer support? It's a question that can save you headaches down the line, especially when high-end hardware suddenly decides to take an unscheduled break. Here's a quick tech joke for you. Why did the computer visit the doctor? Because it had a bad drive. Just make sure your drive and your support is up to par. Okay, let's talk about performance benchmarks. The Intel Core i7 to 13650HX paired with RTX 5050 8GB delivers solid results in gaming and content creation, benchmarks with power to spare in many cases. Games like Cyberpunk 2077 and Call of Duty run smoothly at 1080p high settings, hitting respectable frame rates thanks to the 144Hz panel. However, when you push longer sessions or multitask heavily, the thermal throttling mentioned earlier can cause dips that disrupt your experience. For photo and video editing, the 24GB DDR5 RAM and fast SSD reduce load times and speed up rendering, but the overall experience sometimes feels limited by component cooling and chassis design. This is a laptop built with muscle but let down by its cardio, meaning performance bursts are there but stamina is questionable. So the big question is, does the Lenovo LOQ deliver consistent power? The short answer, yes, but don't expect it to run a marathon without breaks. Now, let's reevaluate the value proposition. Priced competitively, the Lenovo LOQ 15IRX10 targets gamers and creators who want high specs at a mid-tier price point. But with a 3.1-star Amazon rating, real user feedback tempers excitement. Common critiques revolve around build quality, audio loudness, battery life, and screen brightness, with many buyers recommending caution or opting for competing brands that offer better thermal systems and durability. However, if price sensitivity is your top priority, Lenovo's LOQ still offers a solid processor, respectable graphics performance, and upgraded DDR5 RAM that many similarly priced laptops lack. Therefore, it's a trade-off. Are you willing to accept some compromises for top-tier specs under the hood? So, what's my honest take? The Lenovo LOQ 15IRX10 is a mixed bag. It delivers great hardware and multitasking potential, but suffers from thermal issues, average display, and limited battery life. If you're a gamer who prioritizes raw power and connectivity and don't mind the quirks, this might be your laptop. But if you want a balanced machine with long-lasting endurance, brilliant screen, and whisper-quiet operation, better to explore other options. And can I just say, if this laptop had a nickname, it would be the hot potato, because you won't want to hold on too long during those gaming marathons. Bottom line, it's a laptop that tries hard but doesn't quite hit the jackpot. Before I let you go, let me leave you with a final thought. Don't let this review scare you off completely. The Lenovo LOQ 15IRX10 has its place, especially for those who appreciate a powerful CPU and generous RAM upgrades without the hefty Ultrabook price tag. Lenovo's dependable ecosystem, combined with solid build and connectivity options, can make this a worthwhile buy for gamers and professionals on a budget. Just be prepared for some compromises and keep a cooling pad handy. And of course, if you want the absolute best deal on Amazon, check the link in the description below for the current price and promotions. Your wallet and your gameplay might thank you. Thanks for watching. If you found this review helpful, or if you've had your own experience with the Lenovo LOQ 15IRX10, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And remember, the best laptop is the one that fits your unique needs, not just the one with the flashiest specs. Until next time, game smart and stay cool.